You can use her products, you can follow her routine, you can try every technique she uses, but you can't get her results. And it's not because you've done something wrong. You know how this goes. You're scrolling on Instagram and somebody pops up with the most amazing, beautiful wavy hair. And you think, bloody hell, that's gorgeous. And of course, she has very kindly shared her routine. All you need to do is comment waves or hair, and all the details will end up in your DMs. You've got the full thing, products, techniques, step-by-step guide. And you think, finally, this could be the routine that I've been missing. So you save it and you either go out and buy all the products or dig around in your potential product graveyard to find the closest thing that you already own. So wash day comes around, you are ready to go. You follow every single step. Same products, same order, same method of application, and the same styling techniques. You keep going back to that video, pausing it, replaying sections. I've even been known to take screenshots and zoom in so that I can see all of the detail. And then you're finished, your hair's dry, and you take a look in the mirror. And your hair may look perfectly nice, like really nice, but it doesn't look like hers. It's different. And that's when you start asking the questions. Where did I go wrong? What did I do? Too much product? Not enough? You start doubting everything that you did. And so you grab your phone to try and work out where you went wrong. And before you found the answer, another beautiful wavy hair routine pops up and you think, oh, hang on a sec, maybe this is the routine that I've been missing. And so it goes on and on. Just me? And I think this is where we've gone wrong. We expect hair routines to work like a recipe. If two people follow the same brownie recipe, say, using the same ingredients and the same instructions, you would expect two pretty identical batches of brownies. I do love a brownie. We expect, maybe even just subconsciously, routines to work in the same way. You use the same shampoo and conditioner, same styling products, same application method, and same techniques. That should get us the same results. But hair doesn't work like that. A routine doesn't create your hair. It works with the hair that you already have. And that's a really big difference. When you compare your wash day results with somebody else's online, you're not comparing like for like. Because it's not just the routine that's making her hair look like that. There are so many different factors. Firstly, there's the hair itself, the condition, the density, the texture, and something that I think we easily overlook but has a massive impact on our hair is how we have it cut. Then there's also experience. Someone who's spent years styling their hair will have made lots of little tweaks and adjustments and have learned exactly what their hair needs. And then there's everything that you don't see going on. The lighting, the camera angles, all the shots that they didn't include in that 30-second reel. Plus, some people might have extensions or clip-ins. And I don't know if this has caught you out, but I've actually gone into my hairdresser with an inspiration image only to be told, you know that's not real, that's AI generated. So there is a lot going on that we can't see. The routine is just one part that you're looking at. And I do think there's actually something even more important going on. And that is you're copying a solution to someone else's hair problem. And it makes so much sense when you think about it. That person might be using loads of conditioner or moisturizing ingredients because they have naturally dry hair. So those products are solving her problem. If she's using a super strong hold gel because her waves don't last, that is solving her problem. If she's brush styling because she wants that defined finish, that's creating her preferred result or look. But does your hair need any of those things? And do you want that finish? She put that routine together to solve her problems and create the look that she wanted. And when we copy a whole routine, we're copying all of her solutions to her hair problems. But we need to stop and ask ourselves, do we actually have those problems? And I know this because I catch myself doing it on a regular basis. Recently, a creator popped up on my Instagram with beautiful blonde wavy hair. And almost immediately, I started comparing. Why can't I be that blonde and still have healthy hair? Why do her waves look so much thicker and more consistent than mine? And then this is almost a bit embarrassing to say out loud, but I even thought, well, what's the point of me making content? Why would anyone watch my wavy hair content over hers? God, that sounded whiny. Did that sound whiny? Sorry. But anyway, I caught myself and stopped for a second and realised, hang on a sec, Tori, the only thing that you actually have in common is fine hair with a texture. But really, that's actually where the comparison ends. For a start, she is much, much younger than me. Plus, she is happy to wash and style her hair every single day. And her hair is just different to mine. She has a stronger wave pattern. Her routine works for her goals, her lifestyle, and her hair. And I was comparing my hair and feeling bad about it because of a few seconds of somebody else's gorgeous Instagram footage. I mean, that does now sound ridiculous when I say that out loud, but I'm sure I'm not alone. So I stopped myself and instead I compared my hair today to how it looked 2 years ago. And suddenly I felt completely differently about it because, and I don't mean this in a conceited way, but I really love my hair now. It's so much healthier and I understand what it needs so much better. The mistake was the comparison, not the hair. And I think that helps change how you look and feel about a routine that perhaps hasn't worked as you expected. Because maybe actually the routine didn't fail. Maybe you were just asking it to give you somebody else's hair. So when that happens, we don't necessarily need a different routine or a different set of products or techniques. What we need is to know how to adapt routines that we see online to work for our hair. So is the answer to stop watching routines online? Well, obviously I'm going to say no because I'm very biased. I make routines, I want you to watch them, but I also want you to get the best possible results. And I honestly think they are incredibly useful. I steal ideas from other routines all the time. You just need to know how to make them work for your hair. So the next time you see a routine online, I would ask yourself 3 things. First, what problem is this routine solving? Is it frizz? Is it stringy waves? Is it results that don't last? And are those problems that you actually have? Second, what does your hair need? And I think it's figuring this out that actually then makes your wavy hair care so much easier. Maybe your hair is naturally dry and needs moisture. Perhaps you're focusing on damage repair. Maybe you've got really fine or thin hair and it gets weighed down easily. Understanding the characteristics of your hair, I think, makes such a difference to your results. And third, what result do you actually want? Because sometimes you see a beautiful result online, but would that actually suit you? And is that the look that you generally go for? Say you find a routine that is designed to help with frizz, and frizz is something you struggle with. So that's great. There is probably something in that routine that's going to help you. But maybe you also love big, voluminous hair. And the routine that you're watching, she's using a stronghold gel, which is probably going to create more definition rather than volume. You could take the technique that she uses to help smooth away frizz, but then swap out the stronghold gel for a mousse. That way you're solving the same problem, but you've adapted that routine to get the result that you actually want. And that's how I use routines a lot now. I'll often see stuff online and I'll just steal little bits and pieces from them. My hair is naturally on the dry side, and so I will often add additional conditioning products or my product layering technique to help address that dryness, even though it's unlikely to have been part of the original routine that I watched. But I know that that's what my hair needs. And recently I've been experimenting with a salt spray routine after seeing a really short reel on Instagram. But I didn't copy it. I took the idea and then used products that I already owned and experimented with them. The order, different ways of wave clumping, just really different techniques. So I used it much more as inspiration rather than a step-by-step guide. The reel gave me the idea, but understanding my hair needs has made that routine work for me. And you don't have to change everything at once. In fact, actually, I think it's better if you don't. Instead, take one idea from a routine and then use it with products and techniques that you know already work for your hair. If it works, awesome, great, you keep it. But if it doesn't, you know what part of the routine went wrong. And I think that makes such a difference. Hair routines are not instructions that you have to follow perfectly. They're just a good starting point. You can take the bits that solve your problems, you can adapt them for what your hair needs, and use them to create the hair that you actually really want and works for your lifestyle. And if you'd like a simple routine to act as a starting point, you might like to watch this video next. Thank you as always for being here. Take care. Have a lovely day. Bye.